Hey everybody, Jess here with Key Tarot. I'm going to do a real quick general reading, not zodiac sign specific. Let's just say a quick blessing and we'll find out if this is your story today, all right? Holy Spirit, thank you for being with us here today and in every breath that we take. We ask that these messages be received by those who are meant to hear them. Amen. All righty, I'm going to start with this Chicoli deck today. I'll move some of this out of the way. Too many. Hold on. I will take that one. I got the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. This is someone who feels like they are out of balance, out of frame. There we go. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody who feels like they have lost a lot of things, like things are falling apart in their lives. They can't keep things up in the air anymore. I've got the Devil on top of that. This is someone, quite honestly, it could be someone whose addictions are catching up with them, toxic habits, toxic behaviors, toxic people. This can be your story. This can be someone that you have on your mind, and this can be someone in your environment, someone that you know. This Devil energy is the card of Capricorn, but it's someone who has found themselves to be chained or bound to something that isn't working for them anymore. I have the Chariot in the reverse. They feel like they can't leave, they can't get out, they can't move forward, they can't move on. This is someone who feels very stuck. The Chariot is the card of Cancer. We have the Four of Cups in the reverse. And I have the Queen of Swords in the upright position. Honestly, it feels like this person, whoever I'm talking about here, may be subject to someone else's bad behavior. I say bad behavior. You may be tied to a partner who struggles with addiction issues. You may be tied to a career where you have an unsupportive superior or something like that. But there's this energy of not being able to get away from it. And with this Four of Cups in the reverse, this is someone who really wants to be able to talk about how they're feeling, but they feel like they can't. The Four of Cups is an energy of self-isolation. It can be mopiness. It can be sadness. It can be someone who's having trouble focusing on anything other than what's going on around them in their immediate environment. But when we have that in the reverse, this is someone who feels stuck and like it's not their fault. Like they've been put inside this bell jar and they can't get out, you know? And with this Queen of Swords energy, that's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or excuse me, King of Swords energy. There's a feminine character on this, but it actually is the King of Swords. This is someone who wants to take action and get themselves out of a situation. This may be someone who is writing out their thoughts, writing an email as we speak, writing a letter. Let's get a couple more out with this deck. And I've got the Four of Pentacles on its side. If this person chooses to leave this situation despite the toxicity that's inside of it, this person feels like they are going to lose a lot, possibly financially, possibly everything they've worked on for a long time, but there's no denying how bad the situation is. This King of Swords energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy, is someone who is usually... they're used to being in a mentorship position. This is someone that other people come to for advice. This is someone that other people rely on for their guidance or for their good choices. And this King of Swords energy, I believe, is the one that feels stuck in this dynamic. All right, so we have someone who's waiting to take action with this Hanged Man energy. This is the card of Pisces. And with that comes this Five of Wands on its side. Five of Wands is someone who's in a state of analysis paralysis. I always call it the analysis paralysis cards. Well, we can keep feeding this dragon, but we know what it's going to grow into, right? And there's someone who needs to make a decision about what they want to do, but they're really on the fence. With this Four of Pentacles energy, this is someone who realizes that it's like a catch-22. If I leave this situation, I'm going to lose everything that I have worked so hard for so long. However, if I stay in this situation, I might lose everything that I've worked so hard for forever. It's like, what were those Chinese finger traps. That's what it is. This hanged man energy is someone who's waiting on the right moment to release themselves. And it feels like this person is of two minds. Should I stay? Should I go? Yes or no? In or out? And this person has been making lists in their head, or maybe even on physical paper, of reasons to stay, reasons to go. This can be in your love life. This can be in a career, anything. Things have definitely fallen apart. Let me get another deck. I'm going to clarify further. I want to use this traditional Rider-Waite. I have the Lovers card on the bottom of the deck. That's a card of choices. And we've got the World there again. Okay, things have gotten worse in the recent past. There's the Four of Cups again, with the Moon under it. Okay, I'm going to shuffle here. With this Lover's energy, if this is relating to someone's love life, it feels like you have a new option coming towards you, or there's definitely a new choice coming towards you. The Lover's card indicates a choice, as I was just saying. It's the card of Gemini. But when we have a choice, that means there's more than one option available to us. If you stay, then you don't get to have any other options. If you go, you lose all of this, but you have other options. Does that make sense? With this World card, this is somebody who's ready to wrap up a cycle, and you know you are. If this is your reading, you know that you're ready to leave whatever this is behind. This World card is the final card in the major arcana of a deck of tarot, right? It's the last card, the number 21, and we have to get to this point. We have to tie up all these loose ends before we can start back around at the number 0 card, which is that Fool card energy. We have someone here who's ready to make a drastic change in their lives. They feel like they're ready to, but on paper, it looks very daunting. With this High Priestess in the reverse and this Hermit that comes out in the reverse with that, you've got a lot of majors on here, for one thing, and I'll call them out in a minute because the zodiac signs might be of significance to you, but these cards indicate someone who's seeing this get progressively worse and worse and worse, and whoever this is, they feel quite powerless, quite stuck to make any change. If you're dealing with someone who has addictions in their own life, you can't fix that. If you're dealing with a toxic boss or superior in your life, that's something that you cannot change in them, and you recognize that, you understand that, and so it's either you stay with this or you go on to something that feels uncertain. But there is a choice here with this Lover's energy. You may, if this is relating to your love life and you've been involved with someone and it's been quite toxic and ugly and dark and kind of awful, there's someone else that's coming, but you have to clean up that area of energy so there's room for something new to come in. You know this. Over here, I've got this Four of Cups out here again, and it feels like whoever this is, they've wanted to make a change. They've wanted to exit this situation for a long time, and they don't want what's been offered to them anymore. You're not liking it. You're not wanting it anymore. This Moon in the reverse it's Cancerian energy, but it's secrets coming to light. It's all of this toxicity finally coming out and bubbling up to the surface. It feels like it has something to do with this King of Swords energy here, where we have someone who's all of a sudden wanting to just express how they're feeling, want to talk about how they're feeling to someone. It's way too much. It's way too much to handle for one little person, okay? Too much. And here's the thing. You have grown a lot with whoever this other person is. And it doesn't matter if it's in your love life or your career or whatever, family, whatever. Because I have this Six of Cups on its side, which is a soulmate energy. Lovers is a soulmate energy, right? This is someone that probably wasn't always horrible. This is someone that you loved them at one time. You loved this at one time, but it's gotten to the point now, like I said, where you can't fix this. You can't do it anymore. You can't carry it anymore. But it's undeniable that this was at one time a good situation for you. But over the course of time, you've seen all of these red flags become giant, like red hot air balloons, really. And it's undeniable the level of toxicity that's here. It's undeniable that you can't keep on the way this has been going, and certainly not expect it to change anyway, right? And it's like the more and more you find out about this situation, the more kind of disturbed you are in your system about it. I have the Death card and I have the Star in the reverse. You have a lot of majors on here, whoever you are. This means this is a big, important situation. I knew it when we had this Chariot in the reverse come out, because the Chariot is a similar energy to the Six of Swords, but the Six of Swords is someone who's moving on, physically moving on. With the Chariot card, it's usually about moving on mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, all the different ways, right? It represents something that you have to get up and walk away from. You have to make a change, right? When we have it in the reverse, this is someone who feels quite powerless. With this Death card, though, I think it's going to come to a head no matter what. It's just a question of when and who pulls the plug on it. Okay, with this Star in the reverse, that's the card of Aquarius. But this indicates that if this is your reading, you're someone who's going to have to give up on what you thought your future was going to look like. You are going to have to let go of everything that you had planned for so long, everything that you had thought was going to be for forever. The Star in the reverse can be someone who starts to see that it's not worth it anymore. Like, if this is in your career, maybe it was a lot of money, but now that you're in it, you see just how bad the situation actually is, how toxic it is, how negative it is, how it's kind of tearing you apart, and it's not worth it anymore. If this is in your love life, this was someone that at one time you were really invested in growing with, and this person felt like a soulmate to you. It felt like the one for you, this person. And now you're having to say, you know, soulmate or not, I don't know that this is what I want my life to look like for any longer. All right, let me slide this up here. What are we going to do about this? Because it's one thing to bring it up, but it's an entirely different situation to kind of sit and not make any changes. I mean, you're welcome to do whatever you want to do. Obviously, it's your life. I don't know you, but you're bringing it up because I can see that you want to make a change. You want things to be better. You want things to improve. Otherwise, what's the point? How are we going to do that? I have a feeling. Let's grab this vice versa tarot here. I keep seeing this Ten of Cups. I saw it a second ago with this Rider-Waite. And this is someone who knows that they deserve happiness. This is someone who knows that happiness belongs to them in some way. But you just don't have it yet. It feels like it's very far off in the distance right now. And it's not here yet. But it's something that you envision for yourself. Peace. It's actually time to make a change. Yeah. Oh my gosh, so many of the same cards. You have the Devil out there again. You've got the World out there again. You have the High Priestess out there again. This may very well be relating to your workplace because I have that Three of Pentacles. That's a workplace dynamic. This High Priestess comes out in the upright now. This is someone who's done a lot of soul searching. I think that you have. I think that this is someone with this Judgment card. This is the energy of a wake-up call. This is somebody who says it's time to start a new journey. It's time to go towards something healthier, something brighter, something that's going to require bravery for you to transition towards. But with this World card again, this is someone who recognizes that this is a major change. It's a major change, and I think you're going to sail through it more happily than you expect to. I think once you get through the door, it's going to be smooth sailing, but I can see how this is going to be difficult. This Devil comes out in the reverse in this deck. This deck is printed on both sides, as you can see. And it feels like you kind of sneaking away from this situation. Like quietly exiting before anybody notices, almost. If this is a toxic relationship, it may be abusive. This may be one of those situations where you have to find a way to remove yourself quietly. If this is in your workplace, it almost feels like you want to have something else in line. It feels like you building a new team or you joining a new team. This is someone who knows it's kind of now or never with this High Priestess energy. So the High Priestess, they're the secret keeper, right? They're the one that is very well aware of what's going on behind the scenes. There have been a lot of black and white issues that have come about for you. Things that you can't keep hidden any longer. And it's time to make this change. All right. I think that whoever you are, you're about to move on. And it's not necessarily going to be the easiest choice for you to make, but it looks like you're doing it. I have the World card out here twice. That is representative of all the signs. I have the Devil out there twice. That's Capricorn energy. I've got the High Priestess out there twice. That's Pisces energy, as well as with this Hanged Man, also Piscean energy. I have, I've got Virgo with the Hermit. I've got Cancerian with this Chariot, and I've got that out there twice with the Moon, both Cancerian energies. I've got the Lovers, that's Gemini. I've got Aquarius, Libra, Gemini with this King of Swords. I've got the Death card, that's Scorpio, and I've got this Star card, which is Aquarius. Any of those zodiac signs may be of significance to you, but if they are not of significance, the major themes are walking away from something very sizable, something that you felt quite tied to for a long time, something that you've tried to be supportive of for a long time. There is a heavy energy of intuition and allowing your intuition to guide you throughout this process of moving forward, and someone who has known for a long time that they've needed to leave this situation and kind of been brushing it under the rug and brushing it under the rug and hoping it's going to get better and praying that it's going to be better tomorrow, because you had a lot of love for this situation, whether it was a person or a place, and this was supposed to be the be-all end-all for you. But it hasn't worked out that way. This is someone who wishes that they'd made different choices in the past. And this is someone who wishes that they had trusted those gut instincts earlier on, because maybe they wouldn't have stayed as long. Maybe they wouldn't have gotten themselves into this situation in the first place. But this is someone who's ready to move on. Okay? All right, that was your reading for today. Thank you guys so much for letting me read for you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you all so much for those of you who book personal readings with me. I love to read for you. I love hearing your stories. You guys change my life on a daily basis, and I appreciate you all, and I wish you the very, very best. I will catch up with you soon.